Alright, back at it again with another Monulite SMP experience. Alright, so I'm just seeing how everything is holding up. So how much gold do we have? And I know I gotta make a pickaxe to harvest some diamonds, but I think I have an idea though. I think like a brilliant idea. So I was pondering for a while, and I was thinking about maybe making a drill for the first time. Yeah, it kind of sounds very bizarre to do. It sounds like I'm not really used to using Create to that extent, but I watched a few videos on the internet. I watched a creator named Garth, and I also watched Chosen Architect, and I also have their videos on the side so I can see how can I build this drill that just burrows into the ground, and all I just got to do is just let it run, and it will help me save a lot of time instead of me using pickaxes like diamond pickaxes. I would say it will cut the costs like easily, because I really want to save materials and time. So I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do, because I'm definitely going to copy his format, but also trying to learn how it works. But I know Garth showed one. He showed the deployers of how they place the tracks and the redstone down, but he uses redstone. But Chosen Architect, he kind of uses belts and things. It sort of doesn't like add a little dip in there. I just want everything to be flat, but I will still give credit to the creators. So I'm just going to fast forward it. So I have to make at least, because I think I can make as many drill heads as I want. He shows 9. I think this if I really want to make a big area. Maybe I want the drill to be, I probably want the drill to probably be very large or humongous, because I have to try to figure out like what size do I want, because I know we have a 3x3, a 5x5, a 7x7. I think a 7x7 might be more fitting, since I might be doing more excavation and probably using this area as like a little train area, and I can just turn the orientation just to either go this way or go that way, so we can see what we can explore in this world. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 5 looks fitting, but I think 7 is probably something I would go with. So I'm just going to do this. Okay, so it opened. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna. I might keep it at 5, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ow. It's all part of the experience. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I gotta do this just to put the drill in. Oh wow, okay. So there is a lot of lava. Because I know there's like a big lava pool back there. Maybe I should start with a 3x3 to be safe. I'm thinking a 3x3 should be like something I could do and work with. Because yeah, I think a 3x3 might be acceptable. Because I think a 5x5 might be a lot more complicated, and I just wanted things to be a little bit smoother. Sometimes I hesitate because I don't want to break or damage anything, but it's all part of the experience. And this would mean this is playthrough number 11. and I'm already thinking about making a drill. I was thinking about still building more to the lab, but I think my own sophistications is kind of pulling me away from the aesthetics. But I think once I feel complete with some of these functions here, then I can start building on the lab and adding quartz, because I know we have like tons of quartz in here. See if I empty all this out. Like, look at all those quartz. At this point, we have more than enough quartz to technically just redecorate. Enough to redecorate the entire laboratory. Adding quartz walls. That'll probably be pretty cool. Just add a lot of quartz everywhere. But I'm definitely going to learn how to use the drill or make the drill. Because I understand, like, you gotta make a contraption, and I think you gotta make sticky glue. I think this might be the time where I actually need to make sticky glue. Let me just type glue. So I need slime balls. How do we get slime balls? Eye of Ender. Interesting. Jellyfish. Water. Okay, so this would technically mean I might have to go to the nether and just slay a few blazes to get blaze rods, and then make an Eye of Ender, put water next to it, and get slime balls. I mean, it does sound like the most it does sound quite lazy in a sense, but I'm just doing this because I just want to see what it's like to make a drill. Because I never built a drill before. Like, I use mechanical drills, but not like an actual drill that's a contraption. And I could also use this in the nether as well if I want to find ancient debris, which will definitely cut and remove all the unnecessary time from the grind. And that means mining in the nether is a lot easier too, because they say the drill is not affected by lava and such. But I guess it's, you know, if I'm in the drill, it might still be problematic. But I definitely wish I had the boots full of netherite, so I could go into the lava, so if something knocks me in the lava, I'm actually safe. But I still gotta enter in with caution. And since they allow us to go into the nether now, I'm just gonna go and probably see what's around here. And look at those wither skeletons. And a regular skeleton. I hope they didn't destroy the blazes. The blaze spawners. No. Okay. I'm getting shot and getting attacked by everything. Or deflect. Sorry, gassed. I didn't want to hurt him, but I gotta do it for survival. Okay, there's a blaze right there. Okay. Okay, there's the blaze. I only just needed like a few. There we go. So that's more than enough to make some slime balls, because that's all we need. Yep. straight into the strengthened by fire slime ball. That's all I came here for. Slime ball. But I'm still determined to make that drill and get the other remaining pieces of netherite scrap. So I can have a full set of netherite. And I could probably make a thumbnail and just be in the nether. Because I will say this is going to be mostly like an adventure, mostly in the nether, just to get that ancient debris. Because I'm basically just drawn into the curiosity of things. Like, I'm genuinely curious. Like, normally I just give up and just, you know, move on because I'm just exhausted or there's just too many things piling on me. It can be quite overstimulating sometimes. But I do want to check it on the gold farm just to see, like, how it's performing. Okay. So, I think all we just need is, like, 2 slime balls. Super glue. I thought super glue needed, like, dye or something, but I think they changed the recipes. So I'm just going to keep making more super glue because I'm definitely going to be using them for contraptions. Okay, now we have that. So since we have the super glue now I'm going to go ahead and make some mechanical drills. But that also means I gotta get andesite. I'll say this one I might have to mine andesite. I might have to mine the andesite intentionally. But this is still a humbling experience for anybody that wants to know how to use Create. Mechanical drills. Just gonna make a 3x3. I might use Chosen's Architect's model because it does look more like a drill, but the other one did look like a drill too, but it kind of uses a lot of casings, mostly just casings, but I'm not sure it's gonna be like a perfect replica of it, but I'm just going to see like how it is because maybe he put a little design on his while mine might just be more for optimization. And I think when I watched his clip, he doesn't have anything that protects his head, so I'm not sure if I want to put something down where, like, I'm probably thinking like if I make like a bigger drill, I still gotta like debate with that. And now my mother is calling me, so let me see. Alright. That's reality again. My mother wants me to send her my copy of my tax return. I mean, I've already done that already. It just feels like... It feels too much like I'm trying to relax, then it's like people keep pulling you into their emotional storms. But it's all part of the experience. But I was hoping that the netherite back tank was going to be enough to hold even more oxygen, but it doesn't hold more oxygen. It holds the same amount as a copper back tank, but it provides extra defense just like a chest piece, and it lets you have the ability to survive the heat or lava, because I really do want to see how that is worked or how it's used, because I really want to see like the result of hours of just looking for ancient debris, you know, being shown, because it is a lot of time and patience. I do need to make a button, but I really just make like a one-way door. Let me see. I'm just going to use a button. Alright, so now I need to try to process this. First I gotta see how much gold this is here, because I know there's like a lot of gold here. So I'll just dump it out. 2. So you're telling me this whole process is like 2? Interesting. But it does make me think about like dumping access. Let's look at all these blocks. That's definitely going to be difficult because it's just a lot. Take this off. I'll say 2 blocks of gold. That's not bad. Very slow, but It takes time. I'm itchy. So I'm just going to work with 9. So we have 9 drill heads. Then I know we got to make a mine cart. Mine cart. But I think what he showed was a mine cart with a furnace. Mine cart with a furnace, because that's how you create energy. That's also mean I have to find combustibles. Alright, so let me do this. Alright, so we made the mechanical drill. He's just doing his usual talkovers, and then you have to make a... Okay, so he has a... What's this? Cart assembler. So... Cart assembler. Cart assembler. Okay. This requires redstone. Yep. Now we're learning that we can automate something, but I think I learned too that once you push it, the cogwheels immediately move. And I think I can also hold Wonder. Yeah, so yeah, it has to be powered with redstone. Power cart assemblers mount attached structures to pass. Yep. Without the redstone signal, it disassembles passing cart contraptions back. Okay. With the help of super glue, larger structures can be moved. Yeah, I can also make this to a platform as well. Using a wrench on the minecart will let you carry the contraption elsewhere. Interesting. Very interesting. I think I could just use rails. But this is something new to learn. Might not need these many rails, but I'm just going to see how this is all going to result. So he shows that I had to be going in and out of window. So he shows that I think, so he has it set up, then I guess he just builds, so that's 3, okay, so he has 3 rails, I think like about 3 rails. So he uses smooth stone. I guess he's just probably just going to show an example. Wait a minute. A deployer? Okay, so he has a deployer. I mean, it's kind of hard to, like, you know, visualize it, but you might be able to hear his... That's if I want to play his video. But I'm still going to give credit to him. Oh, you can actually change the deployer information? Interesting. So I can set it to... He sets it to cart. to track, and then to use. So it's like every time he... This is going to be very complicated. I mean, if I made the basic one, like with Garth, I would say this one is a lot more refined. Like, this is like a more refined contraption. But I do want to see how this can be utilized. Okay, that looks pretty similar to what the other person showed. Okay. Filter. I think this one might be a lot more... this probably is a lot more... I mean, I'm still kind of lost. I think I'm just gonna go with like with the most basic one, but it still works. So let's see. So what he shows is this is Garth right now. So he uses an andesite casing. I would say different blocks for different reasons. So okay, so he glues it all together. All right, so I'm gonna try that for the first time. I'm just gonna try to understand the mechanics of this. So I know this is a minecart with a furnace, so that means it will be fast when you keep powering it up. So let me see. This is exciting. So that would mean I gotta use redstone. Wait, that means I probably don't even need redstone since it's gonna be powered up with a minecart with a furnace. Unless, I mean, it really doesn't matter, right? Okay, let's see. So it's pointing this way. The cart is like this, and then I'm just going to try for science. And I know I got to make a lever because it has to be flicked on with a lever. I'm definitely learning something new. So let me get a lever. Not sure I need like stone or maybe just deep slate. Let's see. Yeah, that works. So we have that. But again, it's powered up with the power of using combustion. Okay. So if we... That means I have to set this to lock rotation, I guess. So I do see the little mechanism. And if I do this, I'm just going to do it for, you know, for test reasons. And I just glue this together. Area of connect, and then if I turn it on and push it, it's all together. And then I collect it, and it's a contraption that I hold in my inventory. That is quite cool. That's actually extremely cool. So I gotta keep looking at the clips a little more. You know, I can't hear the sound, but at least I get to see like how it works. Because this is going to be very primitive, but it'll work. So the way he has is redstone. He's doing like extra steps, but I'm using... I mean, I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way to use it. Let me see. Okay. So what he shows is... Because since I'm going to be mostly... But it does make me feel like should I just go ahead and use Chosen's the Garth is pretty good in a sense. Like he's showing the basics, but he's using powered redstone, and then I mean, I'm getting utterly confused about based on how this should be built. Like there's no right and wrong way to build anything, but it's still pretty complicated. And I think, is the server lagging? Yeah, it's lagging. Because that's how my brain is, trying to process things in real time. Oh, wow. You definitely heard that mechanical drill working overtime. So let me just look at the Just Create SMP again. Because his might be more suitable in the case, since he kind of using a powered rail. But I still can't hear anything. We're just going to be learning in real time, guys. That is what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure we're going to make 2 deployers, or maybe 3 or 4. Yeah, brass hand. Or can I use polished deep slate as like a sturdier version? I want to see something. What if I remove you and then I just want to see, does this work too, even with deep slate? I push. Yes, it even works with deep slate. Wonderful. That is wonderful. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this on, but keep the game running. I'm gonna figure out what's his orientation here. So he's pointing this way because that's where it's going. Okay, so I'm just gonna let the video play side by side. Yeah, so this is how he's building it. Like that. Because that's gonna move, and then there's like extra. Gotta still break some more. I might break some more blocks. I just want to understand how this works. He puts tracks, and there's like another one. Okay, so he adds another one, and he like, wait. Okay, so again, I'll give credit to them because they actually know how they do it, while me, I'm just learning. Like, I don't know the answers to everything, but this is just data for me just to record in my mind, since this will be important if I ever tend to use Create in the future. to make some even more complicated things. There we go. So this is how they want us to set it up, just like this. I'm still going to break some more blocks around here, because I think this drill might be a big one, the way how he's building it. But once I make this drill, it's going to be something. I think it also works with lava too. Maybe fueled by lava. Maybe I can make it where if it comes across lava, I can just put like a tank behind it, and then the drill is just kind of fueled by its own fuel sources or reserves. But that sounds very complicated, since I'm trying to see how is that going to be added to the cart. Imagine adding mechanical arms that just keep feeding it into it, just to keep it self-efficient without even me touching the drill at all. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, so we have this part. So that's going to be used to... It does make me feel like he might be having to filter stuff out. He's using an item filter to filter out cobble. I guess if I don't want to mine deep slate, I could probably throw deep slate out in the bag and it just dumps into the lava. Maybe... Okay, so that's the list filter. Okay, so, okay, now I see why he's using the list filter, because it's going to be placing it back down, so it can, so if it picks up deep slate or stone or netherrack, it just places it back down. That's actually interesting. Oh, I just needed some string. This is still exciting though. But it feels weird to play in window mode. I need string. The only way to get string is flax. Oh well, time to make a little itty bitty farm then, just to get some flax. I'm a scientist, not a farmer. Alright, I don't really care for the hoe. All I just need is flax. Yeah, I dumped the hoe in there. Any string? Yeah, we are getting a lot of seeds out of this. That's still a good sign. That means when we do set up a farm and automate it, we have a flax farm. It's gonna be smooth. String. Because I'm not sure how many item filters we're gonna need, because if we're gonna be building our very own drill, but with the help of using their tutorials and instructions, just to understand how it's actually being used in real time, understand the science behind it. Then I'm fine. I don't need gold, straw, mechanical drill, because I know I'm going to be using like lots of cobble. I know a mechanical belt was introduced. Okay, so 2 mechanical belts. Brass sheets. I don't think I need any of those yet. I don't think I need a shovel. I'm really just seeing like what I don't need. Funnels, I think. All right, so he basically set that up. Where's those item filters? So let me just make an item filter and just put in cobble deep slate, cobblestone, and netherrack. I don't have any netherrack, so I gotta grab some netherrack then, so I can record it. Yep, and netherrack. All right, so that's on the filter. So now we have an item filter. We gotta put it on the bottom part of that deployer. See, yep, it's dumping everything out little by little. So now we have item filter on both sides. There we go. So now we have that set up. Okay, now let's continue. Then okay, so he has, okay, so this is where we place our drill, mechanical drills. Oh, nice. So I guess that's all I got to do is have, where's my, okay, there's my mechanical drills. But again, it still feels like I got to mine some more just to put it in the front, because I think the front is just going to be just the heads anyway. But I think you can put more, like I can make it longer, shorter, whatever. I can just make it wider if I want to. But I just want to see the science behind this, because this is exciting. And I want to keep saying it's exciting because it genuinely is. So, yeah. So these are the mechanical drill heads. Yep. So we got that part down. Now we had to try to make this thing move efficiently. So we added 2 more blocks. Well, 3. So he added 3, then he added a deploy. What's that? Is that a plower or something? So he added some sort of plower. Okay. I really want to see what that is. So let's see. Plow. That does look like a plow. Let's see. Whenever plows are moved as part of an animated contraption, they will break blocks without a solid collision hitbox. Inventories attached will... Okay. Oh. So they're like moving hoppers. They can create farmland. Ooh, so I can actually make a farm if I want to. What? Launch entities without hurting them? Okay. That pair just definitely got the boot by create. That is interesting, honestly. That's very interesting. Plow. So I think all I just need is like one. So we need iron sheets, andesite case, andesite alloys, and one casing. That's how you make girders, but we're making a plow. And I would say this would be the first time I actually used a plow for anything. I'll say everything that I'm going to be saying, it's going to be the first time. Because Create is still a very huge or big mod that I have to try to understand. And it sometimes does feel complicated. Okay. Yep, so that's how it's supposed to be set up. It kind of starts to look a little bit like a drill, the way how it's like formatted in a sense. And then let me check. So he's doing that, his zooms. I'm gonna have to give these guys credit because they did a lot here. Okay, he's using slabs? Why is he using slabs? Huh? So he added a chair? Okay. So he added for a design reason. Okay, let me see here. Because I do need to sit down when it comes down to these things. Magenta, stool. How you make a stool? I never, not a stool. It's not a stool, but it's something we create. It's like one of its furniture. A post box. I used it before. A seat. How do I make a seat? Oh, just a slab and any type of wool. So, do I have any magenta wool? I mean magenta dye that I can use just to make it look colorful? Because I love magenta. So I'm just going to see if we have any. I might have to regrow it out inside the lab. Yeah, we have some lilac, magenta dye, and wool. Sleep in my bed. This is I'm just going to keep saying it. I would say I'm more chattier than usual because this is entirely new to me. Like, once I make the drill and see how it all functions, then I'm going to be in complete awe with how this is built because I can't believe it's possible. But they truly showed me that anything is possible in a sandbox. Okay. Because this is going to be a deep slate drill designed for very tough excavation. So yeah, I think the way he set this up was he made it mostly slabs. So because I know this is where I sit, and then this is what he did. I would say this is more of like his choice, but since I do want to operate it, okay, since I do want to operate it in real time to see what's going on, that's what it looks like. So if I step here, this is what it looks like when I just, be in the drill. It's kind of cool. And then let me just zoom out. But this is literal baby steps. So I think in the middle, I think he's supposed to put like a trap door to probably access the inventory, or yeah, see, Yeah, he's showing it, so I think he placed down a trap door. So I might do the same. Because I know he used trap doors to access that inventory. Okay. Okay, whoa. He's moving way too fast for me. I think once I get this, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, so see, I could just do that. That's how it goes. Alright, since we did that. Okay. So I know he's gonna add like shafts. Because I think I saw a few shafts. Because I know I saw a few. So he's just repeating the same part that I just copied. So the plow picks things up and it goes into a chest and then recycles back down. And I think that's where all that stuff gets replaced back in there. Alright. So yeah, so he's shown that part when I have to access the fuel to make the cart continue. And then he adds it. And then, okay. So, okay, he adds cogs. Okay, so he adds the cogs, but sideways. Interestingly, sideways. That is so strange. Like, he did it like this. Like, that's how he did it. And then he puts it, like, right here. I guess that's where the... I think that's where the mechanical belts go. And he does the same for the other side. I'm just going to say, he is a genius. Alright. Okay, he tilts them up vertically. And he bands them together. Ooh. So that's kind of cool. And they're made vertical slabs. I mean, vertical belts. And then he just does this. That's cool. That looks very cool. That looks kind of cool. And then... wait, let me just add a little... because I know he added like little parts right here, but I'm not sure if that's mandatory though. So, okay. Then he adds chesses. I think that's where the chesses come into play. Interesting. Okay, chesses. So I just need like a few chesses. Alright. So what he did was he had one here, but I think he added to the point where it's like we can access it even when we're like sitting down. Like that's what he was showing. Okay. So let me just break this because it shows that. See, that's what it looks like. Yeah, that's what it entirely looks like. See, when we get on, we just sit here, and then we could just access these chests while it still, you know, automatically places things down. And then the chests too, they pick up the rails and they pick up the material to place it back down, so we can still have a nice smooth paved way for the drill to continue. It's starting to slowly make sense. And then I don't know what he did here. I think he's just adding more designs to it. Yeah, I think he just added more of a design to it. So I think it does work. I mean, he just showed like, yeah, I think he just added more design to it. Like he added little cog wheels. Let me just replay that right for myself to process this. Yeah, so he definitely like added like, yeah, he added like a cog wheel, small wheel, and a large wheel. I would say for like visual representation that this is a an actual I can do that. I can improvise. Oh, I'm trying to see if I can try to like turn it like it's a wheel. Let me just, oh, I don't want that. Okay, that is kind of strange. Let me see. Is there like a cog or something missing? That is so strange. That is very strange. Let me see. Okay. See, that's what I wanted to do. Something like that. There we go. Now I got it on there. And then I do the other side that way. And then I add the large wheels. But he definitely make it seem like it's so, like, very easy to do. But this is the way. So that's the drill. So let me replay it one more time. But he did add a lot of other designs to it. So yeah. Okay. He put a lot more closer to the back, I guess. Just to make it look more like a wheel. Okay. I'm really trying to see, like, can I put it any further back? But let me just break this for now, and then just place it. Nope. Nope. It doesn't work. So we have this small one. So wait, the large one. Yeah, the large one's right here. So I would say the large one is probably like whatever. I would say it's still a drill. Like as long as I can still do this, I'm fine. I just gotta appreciate it. Okay, so that's the drill. And then I'm gonna add some slabs. Add some more of these deep slate slabs because this is going to be a hardcore deep slate drill designed for tough heat. It can withstand tough lava and it doesn't burn. That's the way he said it because he did it like this. He said you can place down torches, but I'm just going to use this to keep it, to make it feel like it has weight. Because this does, in fact, have weight because it's heavy. But I know I gotta power it up. And that is very strange, though. Because I'm trying to see, like how does he set his up? Like, his is like, does he have, like, a block extra? Like, it looks like he has a block extra. I'm not sure if I'm making it too small. Because it does, like, it's a drill, but... Wait a minute. I can't tell if he has, like... He has 3. Like, it looks like he has 3. 1, 2... That looks so odd. That looks so odd, the way it's set up. But... That's... See, that's the fuel. That's where the plower is. That looks... I'm just saying, it's just very unusual. It's quite unusual. Like, I really wish I can, like, add, like, a big wheel right here, but there's no space for it. Like, there's no space. No space. Like, that is strange. Can I... See, it could turn this way. It could turn this way. But it can't, like, turn, like, upside up. Oh, never mind. I figured it out. Oh, this is silly. I mean, I always keep self-doubting myself too much. I kind of have that problem. So now we have gotten the drill. I hope this is set up the way I think it is. I'm trying to click it. Wait, there's not enough room because of the I think there's not enough room is because yeah, I think it's because these these slabs are pretty big. So I'm just going to use a redstone and then remove the lever and probably move those. But again, this is very humbling. And we've been recording for a whole hour just to learn how to build a drill. But this does make things easier though. And then I can just break that. And then just place it like this. And then add to my slabs. Can I add my slabs? How come this one was allowing me to add slabs, but the other ones can't? That is quite unusual. But I'm pretty sure I still have to like power it up or turn it on. I'm just gonna keep it like that. I mean, it may not look perfect, but yeah, it's still a drill in the end. He has little red things on it, little itty bitty designs. I know the middle part has to be filled with like material because you can see like how exposed this looks. This looks quite exposed. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, he does hide the middle here. So that means I could probably place it like this. No, I can't place that there. So yeah, it shows this what it shows. And then like that. So when I sit down, that's what the drill looks like. Interesting, but I still got to connect it all together. So when that happens, okay. So I guess he's just showcasing like that's what it looks like. All right, so do I have to like glue it in? I mean, it looks like he did add a lot more length to the drill. Okay, so he puts the minecart. I mean, I already got my minecart in there already. See, when that happens, he puts that in there, and I think I'm supposed to just connect everything. Yeah, he super glues it. Oh, I put that in full screen. So I gotta glue just about everything, but not the ground though. Okay. Yeah, so the back is intentional. He says don't touch that part. Okay. I'm just hoping this is all gonna work out well in the end. Wait. Hold up. I could just break this and just place it underneath the ground and it can just get powered up that way. So yeah, I can still place my slab down. Yeah, now that feels good. So what he did was he pretty much just said, just glue everything together, but just not the blocks. And then I just glue this one. I'm really just trying to see like how much I can glue. Let's see. What about the little cogs? Okay, he glues. Okay, so he glues. Yeah, I think he glues just about, or most about everything. So I would say most of this stuff should just be default to just glue or connect. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm just hoping it all stays together. If I break this and place it back on there. See, yeah, this part, I'll say this part isn't glued on. I'm just making sure everything is just on there. Because I know the chest is supposed to be immediately glued in, but I can't tell. Because they kind of just, they do like a lot of editing. So it's kind of hard to tell if anything kind of just gets connected. And I might as well just glue the chests on here. Yep, just glue everything. That's probably my common sense. Just glue everything. And glue this. I mean, everything should be connected, right? And then if I click this, does it power on? Okay, it's in that mode. It's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of hard to tell. Because I'm just looking at it. Yeah, he glued about everything. Okay, so he does what he did there. Okay. I would say, let me just remove this piece then. Yeah, I'm just going to remove that piece. This is everything's supposed to be lifted up, but I really gotta see. Alright, so it is lift up. So let's try something. Is it gonna work? I can't tell. I'm learning. Okay, let me just sit in here. I might swap it with actual trapdoors if that's gonna be a problem. Okay. Actually, let me see something. What if I use this wrench and just try to see what happens if I try to collect everything? Huh? Yeah. Okay. Oh no. Man, I'm messing up. This is very... Sometimes this could be very jarring to do. So I might turn this around. There we go. I think I gotta shift and click. I might as well just leave some open spaces. Sometimes it's best to have some imperfections. Okay. Wait, why is it turning this way? Okay. So it tells me it tells me that everything isn't glued. Okay. So everything isn't glued then. That's what it's telling me. Because everything should have been lifted up and moving with purpose. See? I mean, I'm still confused with all this. If I shift... Okay. So, it also shows what's missing here, because we still need the wheels, this back thing over here, and the plower. It seems like we're like forgetting a lot of these other tools. Yeah, this is messy, but I can't tell. It's kind of hard to tell because you got the plower. The plower is like right there. Like, I'm trying to be sure. Like, is the plower going to like stick on there? This is messy. Because I want all of this to be glued in together. I want the wheels to come with it too. Oh. Actually, I think it is because I gotta actually glue it in. I'm still learning. Because it's like, it's hard to tell if anything is like connected or what. And sometimes I'm just reapplying more glue. Let's see. So if I flick this on, all that should be released. And if I break, if I shift, okay. So you can see it took the blocks with it. That's what I not want. God dang it. This is messy. All right. So, this is painful. I'm literally trying to, like, how do I remove the glue? Well, I think to remove glue, I probably gotta like click. So let me just break all of this. At this point, I might as well just act like a mechanic right now. Because setting up this drill is very tricky to me. Because it's like, I gotta use super glue, then making sure it's, you know, it's kind of like building a car in a sense. Like, this is what it's giving me. Learn to build a car. you can see like it's like hooking to the bottom, but that's not what I want. Like I don't want nothing to be clinging to it. See, somehow I gotta let this all connect, and then this pops off. I gotta change the flooring anyway. Okay. See, that's not what we want. See, all this is supposed to be connected to each other. And what's this part? I'll say that's fine. Okay, so if I flick this on, okay, I know there's something else, which is these. We gotta glue these together. This is definitely like putting a car together. But I'm not a mechanic. I'm a scientist. Okay. Okay. So if we do this. Alright. Now let's break it. Can I collect you? Why is that deployer not installed? Man. Okay, let me... It's like I'm missing something. Like I'm trying to see if it's like connecting to anything. This can confuse anybody. Okay. So is it set? Oh no. We really forgot that one piece. This is nuts. It seems like we forgot like one more piece. Oh my goodness. I'm seriously doing the best thing I can. And then... What does this piece even belong to? Like, what is this? What piece is that? Oh yeah, you can actually see there is some glue here. Some glue residue. Yeah, let me just take all that off. Because that could just be invisible walls. I'm trying to see, what is that? What piece is that? Okay. Oh, so this wasn't connected. And then let me lift and then remove. Everything should be... I hope everything is together. I'm really just hoping. Because this took me hours just to see how it functions. But since we don't have to move too much, I can just add fuel, they say. I can just add fuel into the drill, and I'm just ready to go. But I just gotta see like how it functions. So let me open that up. So he's setting it up. So I think all he got to do is add like some coal. Yeah. So I think all he did was add coal and it just begins digging. So let me, if I do it this way, so that means I would actually have to add wood to you. Because you are in fact in contraption. And for the, I think for the, I'm not sure if it just takes the same track over and over. Let's see. There we go. I'm just going to see how this works. Because this is a mess, but I want to see it work. So if I click you, are you... I'm just wondering. Do I really got to get coal? I might as well see if I have any exposed coal anywhere. Because this took hours of my time. And I just want to see it work. So I could be proud of myself, but also just saying it's possible. I need coal. Alright, there's some coal right here. I'm just hoping it works. That's all I can say. Because if I actually do need, like, to use coal or charcoal, then that's probably the only fuel sources I can use. Plus, this does remove making tons of pickaxes all the time, which is good. Alright, so I'm just going to work with 22 pieces of coal. And then we're going to try the drill. But I can't believe it actually took a long time to put it together. Really tells you it's not some easy stuff you can just slap together and be like, it works. It takes time. And I actually respect their time, because there's no way you can just build a drill in a matter of 5 minutes unless you have mastered how to use kinetic energy and knowing, you know, how everything functions and how it reacts to each other. So if I click you, oh no. Wait, what? Wait, hold up. Let me collect you. Let me pick you up. It's supposed to go this way. Why is it going? Why is it going that way? That's crazy. Plus, I don't know if I can remove this and I can just place it. Let me see. I'm just going to see. Does it work? Hey! That's cool. Wow. We got a drill. Let's sit down. Create a minecart contraption that places tracks in front of itself. That's wonderful. Look at it go. I was trying to understand what was the cart assembler for. but I want to see if there's anything in the chests, though. It's kind of hard to see the chests. Let me see. Can I stop the machine? I think I could just, like, shift. Yeah. That is pretty cool. And I think by it being a contraption as well, it can also, that is pretty cool. That is extremely cool. Like, look at it go. It literally made a little nice, let me just pick that up. It made a very nice, 3x3. So let me just place this back down and just start patching the lab back up. I do need to check the, because that means we don't need this anymore, unless I want to make another one. So let me place that contraption back down there. And what's up with all this glue? Okay. Man, this is humbling. If I place that back down, I want to see if it's like picking up anything. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. I love that. So now that we have a functional drill and I can always pivot whatever angle I'm going at, now we got ourselves a drill. And I'm just going to give thanks to Chosen Architect and Garth for the inspiration of just working through it. Because I'm telling you, I would say doing this is just very, it's overwhelming, but in a good way. It feels pretty damn good. Like, I've actually built something that's sustainable. Feels nice. This is the accomplishment I have never been expecting, but now we got something that works. And I can just sit down, and I need to power it up again. Huh? Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Wait, why is it not moving anymore? Oh, because mobs ruined it. Yeah. Of course, there's always going to be some damn mobs that's going to like come in your way just to ruin the vibe. Like it's always going to happen. So I might as well just place down some more tracks and then it can just continue. I think that's why you say you need to make some torches, because if you don't make torches, I think the mobs will just stop you in your tracks. Because you know how mobs are. They just there just to cause problems. So I'm going to place some torches down. Place some torches manually. I mean, I can have a machine that can do that too. But that does explain why they say, or why he said, have torches. Because mobs will spawn in. But this is nuts. So I'm going to try a little bit with this deep slate cave. Because again, I can place torches up here. We can get redstone. That means placing it on the hybrid tubes would be a lot easier too if I actually done it this way. And if I'm gonna place it like that, and then sit down. See? That's how it actually works. I can add glass onto this to give myself a little shielding so I don't get attacked by like something from above. But look at us go. But I'm going to try to get some deep slate. I'm going to try to get some, It makes me think about adding a glass case to protect myself and a door so I can, like, walk in. and just be secured. Okay, it's getting darker. And it also places the block underneath too. Oh, look at that. Monulite. We found some Monulite ore. That's a good sign. Alright, so let's try the nether. And I think it can also like open the drill, and I can place it back down, and I can try to see like what I have collected. But look at this hallway. This is a very lengthy hallway, but I probably do need to cover it up. I was doing it for a test, but I could probably make it to like a train station in the future. But I'm just going to keep it nice and organized. And for the drill itself, just place down a few, and then just do this. Okay. And then I just check the chests. So you can see that we have cobble deep slate, some tracks in here. I think that's maybe where the tracks go in, because it places it back down. But it's time for us to go into the nether to give it a try. Because it works. So now we have that. But I'm still thinking about adding a, you know what? It makes me want to do a thumbnail where I'm going to add glass to it. Just add some glass as like a shielding against the lava. Because I do need to protect myself overhead. And let me check if there's like any doors. Let's see. Like we have train doors, sliding doors. Let's see. Door. Copper door. I'll probably do something with the door. So I'm going to add a door and an andesite casing to it, and then add glass. And then we got ourselves a protection against the it just means we're protected. But I think I can also add some more mechanical drills to make it wider so it can actually cover the but I'm just going to say we're going to be a-okay. Like that's what's going to happen. We're just going to be rolling in the lava, collecting netherite scraps, and just, you know, just relaxing. It's definitely a privilege once you learn about kinetics, but I'm very thankful for those guys that actually showed how to do it. Because without that insight, it kind of just feels it kind of feels tough. So let me just make some more andesite, because I know I gotta make because I can make it wider, I can make it taller. Because I think I might have to make it taller so I can actually add a layer on top. But that also means I might have to go grab some more andesite. Yeah, I might have to grab some more andesite then. That's 8. But since I know, I can probably make tree cutters and stuff like that. I just didn't know how these machines work, because I just look at them and be like, that looks complicated. Like I'm just being honest. Like most people would probably just be like, it's not that complicated, but it's complicated once you like put in the time to try to understand things. But I'm definitely going to make a thumbnail just to show that I have a drill. And probably show legacy that I've actually went with it and just continued my science. But I might add it. I might take a screenshot when I add like the glass and the door. Oh yeah, I gotta actually make a pickaxe to get more andesite. Well, I should definitely make an andesite one though. But that is exciting. Alright, so I gotta get at least like a few stacks. 250, 250, 128. So I need 120, 120, 250. Okay, I wouldn't even have enough. So I gotta make another pickaxe. Man, I'm addicted to create. I would say I've learned a lot today. But I think if I ever want to make my own drill without the guides, I could try. But I'm still going to use those as references because sometimes I can be in the mods and I just jump from one mod pack to the next, and sometimes I forget things. But as long as I know this feeling, that's enough. Feels rewarding because it's like I had to go through trials and errors with the glue and then try to understand like why is this not connected, and it's sort of like you gotta learn as you go along. Like you can watch a tutorial and get answers, but you have to understand why it happens. Like I never knew the plow is actually like an alternative to like a hopper where you can just pick stuff up, and that's why the tracks go down, because once it gets picked up it goes into the chests, and then if you use the deployer puts the track right back down, and then you got a second one. I think the second one might be for I think for the blocks, because you have blocks too. I think the second one might be I think the shortest one that's close to the ground must have been the tracks, and then the one that's a little higher is the blocks, and then that's how that works. And then you have to keep cycling through the blocks. Like you might have some andesite, you might have some netherrack. It's gonna look strange, but it's gonna look pretty cool once I go through the nether and just casually just break netherrack without actually touching lava. Because I think my goal is try to be self-sufficient in these scenarios so we don't have to touch lava anymore. But I can still wear the lava suit just to, you know, protect myself from the blazing nether heat. But this is just going to add more to my in-game resume, because it's just going to show that I'm willing to adapt. And it would have been nice if I could actually make like a submarine, but I don't think we don't have aeronautics, so we can't like make submarines. So we got a minecart contraption, but that's if I need to rename this thing. I think I should rename it though, just in case. Maybe if I like finalized it and then I renamed it, then maybe it's fine. Alright, so now we can make zinc. I'll say we're going to be using zinc for the for more of the material. So now that we have more mechanical drills, this does make mining a lot easier now. And I'm going to keep repeating it because my mind is processing it. It's very overwhelming, but I'll say overwhelming in emotion, mostly excitement, because I'm just genuinely excited. I might place my drill in the middle of the lab. Just place it right in the middle, just to see like how it's built. Because wait a minute, I still gotta wait. I probably do need the assembly, because I know that's very important, because you need the minecart assembly to even make changes to it. But once I add the frame glass, the extra mechanical drills, the door, we got ourselves a very sustainable miner. Let's see. Yeah, we definitely need that piece. Yeah, the minecart assembler. And a lever. I'll say, for anybody that's trying to update anything to their drill or any contraption, you're going to need a cart assembler. That's how you add blocks and other things. But it does feel like installing a car. It's like being a mechanic. Great, I'm stuck in the block. Great. I'm trying to get out of here. Okay. Okay, now I'm not trying to move it. Okay, so that's that, and then oh, I don't want... No. Let me just break this, because I think it's like trying to connect. Yeah, so see, it's on there. Yeah, so you can actually tell like these are like actual blocks connected. So now I'm going to add a door so we can... Oh, that's going to look weird. That looks weird already. That looks so weird. So let me just... Alright, so see, we can go in, just jump in here, and then do this. I'm still going to add some super glue to some of these parts. Yep, so yep. I'll say... Oh no. What did I click? I hope I'm not, like, unclicking things. Okay, it's still connected. See, that's on there. And then I want to add glass. Yeah, you can see we want this to protect our heads. That is going to look weird. That's going to be a very weird contraption. But once we add the glass, you'll see we got ourselves a very functional drill. Okay. I'm going to use the deep slate. Then I gotta connect the glass to the drill. I mean, I might be able to just put some more frame glass like this. Something like this. Keep everything together. And then do the same for this. I'm guessing everything should be connected. If I do this. Okay. So now let me go in here. So if you go in, that locks us in, and I can just shift and break it. Bingo! Okay, now we have security, or we have secured it. So now it's time for me to take the thumbnail of the drill, I guess, in my lab. It's gonna look weird. It's gonna look weird, but it works. It's definitely real. So, like, look at this. You can actually see this is like a drill. Like a literal drill. Boom. That just looks nice. And now I have to do it again. So I gotta do it one more time because we gotta add the pieces. And also I do need to, like, do this one more time. It seems like we're going to be doing this stuff for, like, the very last time. Until it's time to definitely go mining in the nether. Because I definitely do need to, like, cover these size. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This looks... It's going to be pretty huge. But... let me just try to cover this. There we go. So now we got ourselves a big drill that's a 5x5. So this is technically a 5x5. And then I go inside. And then I close this. And then I collect. Now we are ready to go. So let me just put this stuff away. Go get some netherite or ancient debris. This is fun. I know I gotta get my diving helmet. I'm pretty sure once I build this, I'm kind of already, like, ahead of the game. Like, 2 ahead. But it's fun. I mean, I'm having so much fun right now. Now all we gotta do is, like, mine out an area, which we gotta do that still. Still gotta manually mine things out. So let me, we're still not done with the manual mine because we still gotta, like, manually mine on an area. Wait, did I forget my contraption? Oh my goodness. I definitely need to rename that or something. Like, the contraption is so small, it can be treated as a cart assembly. I'm definitely learning. There we go. Okay, so we have the mine cart contraption. We have that. We still have to mine manually, just to open up the area. And then once the area opens up, then we just go and just excavate. I could be in the mine, in the drill, for hours, and I don't even have to get out of it. I could still be in there as long as I have some combustible or some fuel that can last for a while. We're good to go. But I would say he taught me a lot. And Garth taught me a lot. So now we gotta go down into the depths of hell to see how my mechanical contraption holds up in this hellish hellscape. Because I know I mined all the way down to Y13. That's like the only place you can get netherite scrap, or ancient debris, whatever you call it. And I think since it's a 5x5, I definitely got to make an area like a 5x5. I mean, it's going to be deep in a sense, but it's going to be cool. So let me do this. So right now this is a, if I can try to use some math, so this is a 3. I would say those drill heads are going to be big. That's 1, 2, 3. This is, so this is 5. 1, 2, 3. See, this is what we got to put our drill in. So I still got to manually mine the area out to keep it, you know, real. Because it's a big contraption. But once I hollow this area out, it's going to work as it should. But Chosen Architect and Garth, man, very thankful. Very thankful. You guys made mining a lot easier. I would say everybody that's in the Create community, thank you. Just thank you. Without these little insights and tips, I wouldn't be able to get the ancient debris or even produce a lot of stuff and make mining a bit easier. You kind of taught me how to be more innovative, which is nice. Because I think this might be enough room. I'm just going to see if this is enough. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it does look lopsided, but who cares? As long as it works, it's fine. Huh? What happened? Why? Like, why did it stop? Okay. Let me just get out. It's kind of cool that I can also get out the drill to see, like, what's stopping it. Wah. Did something get caught? I don't like the look of this, because it might kill me. Or does it use up energy? So yeah, see, it does take netherrack, but why did it stop so suddenly? Strange. Or maybe because it wasn't... It's very strange on how this thing moves. There we go. No. Not that way. I wanted to go this way. There we go. This is a learning experience. Okay. It's supposed to be like placing down some more. Okay. Why is it not moving? It's like, I'm looking at the mine cart. I'm not sure if I need like a lot of these rails just to keep it going. Let me see. Because I might start with this rail and then, let's see. I'm learning. Yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness, guys. We got ourselves a functional drill. We are mining in the nether. I do see the smaller cogs not moving, but okay, right now it's harvesting. Oh, look at this. You get experience too. That's cool. I think it is filtered too. Yeah, it's filtered. I need ancient debris. That's all I need is ancient debris. That's if I just want to like mine for like, I guess for like 10 minutes. Oh no, we're going to the basalts. There's nothing in the basalts. Get out. Okay. Luckily, I did add another spot here for me to stand on. Luckily, I added another spot. I would have been cooked. But... Stop it. Look at that. I could have been killed. That's crazy. But that's a lot of mining that we've been doing, and still no sign of ancient debris. It's quite wild. Yeah. This is amazing. But I still gotta like clean out the like, you can tell this took like a lot of mining. A lot of mining power. I think what I'm going to try to do is maybe go in this direction, because I'm still looking for some ancient debris. Ancient debris loves to play hard to get. So let me see here. Okay, it hits a bottleneck. Yeah, so it can kind of break the blocks, but still gotta clear a lot of stuff out. I think what I'm still trying to do is get a full set of netherite, but mostly just to make the suit, just to test the heat resistance of it. Just want to put something here just to let myself know, like, this is the way to get back up to the surface. But I do gotta check and analyze my inventory. Just gonna check the drill to see what we got here. Okay, a lot of basalt. What can I use basalt for? Well, you could smooth basalt, but I don't need basalt. But you can tell this is highly efficient. But most definitely I'll show this to Legacy. He'll probably just laugh at me. I got tired of mining, so let's make kinetic energy do the work. While I just sit back and just be mindful about my existence. Okay, let me just move it down right here. There you go. That's where the deployer is. I might be able to add like another cushion here, so we can have like 2 cushions. But I didn't know, like, but I can definitely shield all of this so lava can never come in. But all I just need is ancient debris. It's not too much to ask for. What happened here? Okay, something was breaking. What was it trying to harvest? Ancient debris! So that's why it took a long time to render. So I think if it ever gets paused like that, that means we found ancient debris. That's a good sign. And we also get an experience passively. That's wonderful. Yep, piglins do get hurt from this too. Quite surprised they're not, like, dying as fast. Stop it. Swimming with striders? But the problem is, I'm still looking for ancient debris. That's still pretty sad. It kind of means the only way I can actually survive through all of this is literally to use. Means I have to use fire resistance potions. But it's completely unfortunate though, since I actually have to go back and then having to do it again. So it means I gotta somehow get a brewing stand. It means I might just lay some blazes again, make a brewing stand. Excuse me, Piglin, I got places to be. Make a brewing stand, add redstone to it, get ourselves fire resistance for 8 minutes. Just sit in our in our mining drill, and just let it just process in real time. But I gotta keep drinking or consuming the potion effects to stay alive. I really don't want that gas to destroy nothing. I might have to open the back. But still, making that drill was very, very expensive and time consuming. So let me, because I know in the island they have a brewing stand, but I had to travel up those steps and everything. It probably doesn't hurt to get some cardio in. So let me just go to the floating island and just use their brewing stands just to use the brewing stands, get some blaze cream. Okay, magma cream, redstone, and then we are ready to go back to that location. And also, have I forgotten one thing too? I forgot all about the other fortress. Why does it feel like I do need to get up my own blaze? It kind of feels like I do need to go up there to that fortress to get some nether wart. Man, they're really making me do all this. But it's all a part of the experience. But I'm still happy that we got our drill. So I'm just going to pick up my pace and just go slay a blaze, get some nether wart, so I can make potions. Once I make potions, then I can grow them again, and then make a farm. But once I definitely get my hands on the ancient debris, just to make the boots, then I don't have to depend on the blazes too much. Well, I can still make certain things, but my mind is set on succeeding within Create, or learning more about Create. Okay, that's a dead end. I just need the rods. and I just need is some nether wart. I'm getting cooked. I'm getting hit by everything. All I just need is some nether wart. Oh. I'm really trying. Okay, there's a lot of blazes here. I'm really trying my best to stay alive in these scenarios. Man, this is dangerous. Alright, I need a rebound. There's nothing in here. There's so many of them. It's just another word is what I'm after. There we go. Whoa, I did not see you, man. He kind of gave me a jump scare. So now that we have some nether warts, now we just gotta get out. How are you hitting me? Yep, so let's just go all the way back. And then we can make potions and then go back to mining again with the drill. Because this is one hell of an adventure. Alright. Made it back in one piece. Now let's go ahead and make a brewing stand. Okay. I need water. I can't believe they did change it where you're not supposed to, it's like in order for it to work, you gotta have blaze powder too. I'm not sure why they add that. Maybe to make it challenging so people can't like speed run or something like that. Alright, so we want to add blaze, some cream, some magma cream. But I really can't believe that we have a drill that works. I'm gonna cook some more food. Let me just take that pork chop. I'm just gonna say I learned a lot. And plus, I know we have Technomancer. I have to see if I can upgrade it though. Like, I know we have health, but I'm not sure if there's like a way for us to upgrade. T scale tree. Ooh. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. So we have tech interface, controls, redstone remotely, 10% resource regeneration. I'm not sure these are like tiers. Cost 1 SP. What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. I haven't looked into the origins too much. Now we got local brewery. And I can just walk right back in with my drill to do it again. And this time, we have something that protects us from that blazing heat, but it's temporary because the magma cream has properties that helps us to stay submerged in the lava, but very short durations of time. So it kind of reduces or delays the internal heat buffer for 8 minutes. So we only have 8 minutes just to keep doing this. But if we have 3 of these, that means 24 minutes of that delay. And then if it wears off, then the heat starts to sink back in. So we gotta be mindful with our time. Now I can just get into here, but first let me check my check these chests, because we have different things, even some more of this. It's quite cool though, since we are keeping a lot of things organized, and we still have ancient debris in here. Just one piece of ancient debris, and now we just gotta power it up with the power of combustible fuel. So right now it's just going to keep going. It still breaks things, but if we ever get close to lava, like we're going to see right in a moment, I'm going to drink it when we're close. But luckily I did listen and read into it that even if we like go through it, it doesn't burn the contraption, but yet we can also still get hurt from it. Like, I didn't cover the bottom because the lava can still like seep through this stuff. But I think once I add like more things, then I'm fine. So let me just consume this now. Let's go. Okay. I don't know what I did. Oh, I didn't break nothing. Did I break it? Shoot. I broke the contraption. Oh no. I literally broke the contraption. I don't like this. Did I deliberately just broke this contraption? Like, just passively just broke it? I'm trying, okay? I'm trying my best with this stuff, man, but it seems like I can't drink potions without damaging anything. This is sad. I'm quite disappointed with myself. Like, it was working and then poof. It just stopped because all I did was place a bottle. It's ridiculous. I would say my adrenaline is spiking up right now because of the nonsense here. So now I gotta get the contact. Oh my goodness. Man, This is not good. See, it's supposed to be like this. So now I gotta actually go back and fix it. I would say, if you ever get into the drill, drink this damn fire resistance potion. That's all I'm saying. And I am really emotional right now because I was not expecting whatever for that to happen. Like, I thought everything was going to be smooth once I drink it. So I would say drink it first, then go in. I thought I can like sit there and just drink it, which I think what I did was I overcomplicated the machine with my bottle of fire resistance. Damn it. We've been recording for 2 hours and 22 minutes. But I'm gonna fix it. And I might have to use the super glue again because I'm not sure if all of that got disconnected when I removed that piece. It's like it's kind of like it's like it doesn't remember it being a contraption anymore. Damn fire resistance potion. Damn it. I will tell you the truth, I am a little bit annoyed. But I would say things like this happen. Like, nothing is perfect. Sometimes my own mistakes can cause problems. All we gotta do is be scientists. Figure out the problem. Because it shouldn't behave the way it did. And also gotta get that super glue. Because I might have to use that again to push it around. We're gonna fix it. Alright. So I'm just gonna pick up my pace and just fix it. They show me how to build it, but when something breaks, I gotta learn to fix it myself. But luckily the drill, it's not burning or incinerating too much, which is a good sign. Okay, so yeah, everything is still, I'll say everything is still connected in a sense. But I think I gotta see, I gotta just fix it. It's kind of hard to tell, like, you know, like which way it's pointing at. Okay, so if I put on a lever, and I'm just going to place it in here. Oh my, stupid lava, nobody. Great. Do I have to actually go back into the overworld to get another lever? Man, this environment is really brutal. I'm telling you, the Nether is hella brutal. Like, it doesn't matter if you just come back from a 30-minute drive. You could sit there and be like, okay, let me just move this flower all the way across the biome so it can get more sunlight than where it was. And if you do that, you know what happens? You start getting snow. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it snows there, then you keep moving the flower, and then it keeps snowing there, even though it says it's going to be warm today. It's like, that's what I'm getting. I keep getting screwed by the environment. And this is definitely grueling. So I gotta make a lot more levers. Spare levers. But I genuinely want to say this. Damn you, Nether. And the Nether just says, love you too. Sometimes you need disappointments in life to have meaning. Even if it's, you know, not good or it doesn't feel good. But it's all part of the experience. Being angry, being frustrated, having negative emotions is part of life. Can you leave me alone? I basically just been... Ow. You shanked me? Scram. Those spears hurt, despite their gold. But that's the first time I see a mob use a spear on me. See, it's like the lava. Okay, I really need to try to block this, but it really doesn't matter because it seems like every time it does that, it keeps. It just keep. No, I don't want that part of that. I think it's just gonna be temporary. Let me just. I just hope it's fixed. That's all I can say. I just hope this thing is fixed. Because I mean, I do have genuine anger too. It's like this fire potion shouldn't even mess the whole thing up, but it does. So now I have to see if it's still functional, or it didn't break, or malfunction. All I'm just gonna say, it's part of the experience. Alright, so now that we installed this again, now we should be fine because, like I said, that means I definitely gotta like point at the wall, whatever interacting. You can see like it does go through the lava, but we're fine because we have fire resistance. Wait a second. It's using up our tank too. Interestingly. Yeah, so I think we're in the lava. It also used up our tank. But it works. So let's see what's in this chest. Nothing here. We can also walk in here too. That's pretty cool. Like, it doesn't matter like what part we're in. We can literally, we have like all this room to like move around in. But all I just need is ancient degrees. All I just need is at least... I think all I just need is at least... 20 more pieces of leatherite scrap. There's a bottom chest. really can't believe ancient debris is that rare. Okay, now we're in the Crimson Forest. Okay, so if it's slowing down, that means there is ancient debris. Yep. We detect ancient debris. Okay. Why did it stop? Did it run out of track? Let's see. There's still more track. Or did it run out of fuel? Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot all about that. And I could probably also put a hopper on here and it just automatically keeps fueling itself. Wait, wait. Hey, machine, you kind of forgot something. Yeah, there's like 3 pieces right here. Okay. But how on earth will be able to collect that? Okay. It seems like I'm now being teased right now. Great. So, do I have to like build up? This is hilarious. Because I really want to get that. No. I've suffered a lot. Okay, man. Just let me live. So now I have to I might have to, because what level is this? This is 12. So I mean that means I may have to build higher? Or that means the drill has to be built more inside. Like somewhere like around this quadrant or this floor. I don't know. See, I have to actually get those pieces because I need them very bad. I mean, I could make a smaller drill, which allows me to like have more control. But this is messy. Because I know it's gonna be like a flat area. I actually gotta see, can it like fit in areas like this, like temporarily? I don't know. Because all I just need to do is like mine. Let's see. Yeah, I just need to like mine to at least like to that point and then stop it. It's ridiculous, but I just see how it reacts, or how it's built. Because it's like a contraption, which means it kind of phases through blocks, but let's see. Cool. I can still do it. Come on. It's working. Okay. So it's going to, it have collected that. Now, you want to cook in the lava, or I'm going to place down my drill again, so you can suffer the consequences of messing with the scientist. Because you never mess with the mindful scientist. But let's check. Okay. Okay, I do see a piece of glass missing here. So I may have to probably like add glass back in it. But look at this. 4 ancient debris. Wonderful. I did remember putting glass here. Yeah, that's what you get for pushing it around too much. I think I might be able to go on for like maybe like 2 more minutes, and then I will report back to the laboratory and just check what I have collected from my journey, because we definitely have the netherite scrap to finish making the entire set, and then we can try lava, and then we can see how our body or our armor adapts to the environment. Okay, now we're in the warped forest, so it's time for me to turn this off. Imagine somebody coming down here and they want to go look for some ancient debris. They're going to see this large hole, wondering what happened here. And look at that, also more ancient debris. So I'm just going to say we made this more easier for ourselves. I can also add a furnace in here too, on it. So say for example, like I'm just going to say we can have this whole contraption just move even without the use of it. We can make like a hybrid of a, like Like, we can make a hybrid of, like, a drill that also smelts things. If we do that, that'll be cool. But again, I'm not sure if lava can be, like, placed in those locations. And look at that. More ancient debris. Only if I had a diamond pickaxe, but I gotta be grateful that it works. And luckily, I still have another spare fire potion. But we're gonna go ahead and, wow. So I gotta go through this too, huh? Oh, never mind. I could just walk through here. But you can tell that the drill definitely went through this. But since I have the drill, I think people are gonna want to start using it because I built it. But I'm gonna have ownership of it because I built the drill. But give credit to Chosen Architect for the actual build design of it, and give credit to Garth just for motivating me to build it in this playthrough, because it looks very sophisticating when it's like, you know, it looks sophisticating, but once you put in the time and the patience, things just start slowly coming together. Not sure what he wants. I'm not doing anything wrong other than just trying to exist in your hellhole. Get away. Alright. So we're gonna place our drill right here. That's how big it is though, because we added more weight to it. But it's still useful. And who knows, I might have to empty all this out eventually. It would have been nice if we could add like trash cans, and then we could just, you know, if we don't want something, we use the smart funnels, and it just gets tossed into the trash. Or maybe add like a cactus on there, and then it just dumps into the cactus. I mean, I'm just thinking many possibilities just to make the experience feel smoother. But now I have to use the diving boots. Then I gotta charge my netherite back tank. But we're gonna let this fire resistance run out so we can actually see how it's being used in a context where we're covered in full netherite, but also see how it functions. I might have put like a temporary hole just to dump all the useless netherrack that we collected. We need to keep this stuff clean. If the drill's clogged with a lot of debris, it's not going to function as efficiently. Okay, trying to make sure I didn't accidentally toss anything that's important, because everything just looks so similar. Fire resistance potion, I could just give that up since we're gonna be using like different things. But I know I still got to do some repairs to add the glass roof back on there, because I don't know what happened, but maybe I might add some more deep slate around it just to secure the lava out for sure, because I noticed something that whenever we get near lava, like anything near lava, the lava kind of just, because since it's like going through a block, like it's like a block too, but also an entity, it's kind of hard to shield us from that heat in a sense. So I think we might have to do some slight modifications or little inspection on what needs to be checked. But other than that, it's very functional. So let me go down there. And now I gotta put this on my diving boots. Alright. Netherite diving boots. Yeah, even though we don't get that advancement like we commonly get, because we gotta make the full set, but I'm only doing with create. So now I gotta do it again. But let me test the lava. So if we step in the, because if I read here it says when worn, okay. Okay. Rails. Let me step. So yeah, see? Now we can walk in the lava very easily without burning. But we still gotta keep this thing nice and charged up, unless I want to make like a portable charging station on the drill where I can charge up my tanks while I go mining. But I think I'm gonna use the drill for like a final time for sure, because now that we can do that, I might just use it to go probably over there, or just keep going this way, maybe to hit up with the copper veins. I don't know. Or do some extensions in my laboratory. But I'm gonna have to be creative about it. Still put like rails everywhere, and you can see it turn and move in real time. It's just gonna look cool. So now all we gotta do is do this one more time, is to add a piece of glass. Okay, so let me just place the contraption back down. Ow. Okay, that's one thing about this contraption. Sometimes it's hard to get out of it. So we have this. Go and add some glass, because that's the only thing that's missing, is glass. And then add the glue. Okay, let me see something. Because I'm still trying to cut this one piece of glass. Confirm. I just want to put it there just to make sure it's all in. And then I click this. Now I can go back in. Boom. There we go. So now that we have the drill, let me just go ahead and go back down to the mines. And I think since we got more of those pieces, that would mean the hole will be bigger, and it's going to be crazy. I would say the lab is going to be big, or maybe the train that I might put down here might be big too, because it's going to be a lot. Because it has to be like a 5x5, but I doubt that's going to be the case. So let me just place like this, and then add the contraption. Yeah, you can see like it kind of phases through the wall, but that's how big it is. So yeah, I think that's going to wrap up for this playthrough, and I hope you guys find this enjoyable. Because I know it's gonna be complex. It's gonna take some time. And why is it taking a long time to... What is it breaking? Oh. It's probably breaking like the gravel and such. And that means we can also collect the Monulite too. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this playthrough. And if you do, then I'm very grateful for your time. I'm going to give credit to Chosen Architect and Garf for their experience with Create on how to make the drill. But until then, I am just going to let this drill just mine to, I guess, get to certain parts. Why am I mining away? Funny. But I would say I'll just mine this way, you know, just to go in this direction towards north, and then I can come right back down to south. But until then, see you guys next time with another Monulite SMP experience.